I stood in front of my third-grade class, my heart heavy yet my smile unwavering. The children's laughter filled the room, a sound that had become my solace over the years. Today marked the anniversary of the darkest period in my life, but my students didn't need to know that. They needed me to be their rock, their guide, their teacher. A year ago, my world had come crashing down. My father, the pillar of my strength, passed away unexpectedly, leaving me with the responsibility of caring for my ailing mother and younger brother. The financial strain was immense, and I found myself working multiple jobs to keep us afloat. My dreams of pursuing further education seemed to fade with each passing day. Despite the hardships, I never let my students see my pain. I believed in the power of education and the impact it could have on young minds. My classroom became a haven where I poured my love and energy, hoping to inspire my students to dream beyond their circumstances. One evening, as I was grading papers, I received a call that shattered my already fragile world. My mother's health had taken a turn for the worse, and the doctors were not optimistic. I rushed to the hospital, my heart pounding with fear. I spent countless nights by her bedside, praying for a miracle that seemed increasingly elusive. In my moments of despair, I found myself questioning my faith and resilience. The burden of responsibility weighed heavily on my shoulders, and I felt like I was drowning in an ocean of sorrow. Yet, I refused to give up. My students needed me, and more importantly, my family needed me. Then came another blow. My brother, who had been my rock, my confidant, and my partner in all this struggle, was arrested for a crime he didn't commit. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and the system was quick to judge. I felt the ground slipping beneath my feet. How much more could I bear? One day, a letter arrived that changed everything. It was from a former student, now a successful lawyer, who credited me for her success. The letter spoke of gratitude, resilience, and the power of a teacher's influence. I wept as I read the words, realizing that my efforts had not been in vain. Inspired by the letter, I decided to share my story with my students. I wanted them to understand that life's challenges could be overcome with perseverance and kindness. I opened up about my struggles, my fears, and my unwavering hope for a better future. The children listened intently, their eyes wide with admiration for their beloved teacher. To my surprise, my story didn't just touch my students, it moved the entire community. Donations poured in to help with my mother's medical expenses, and a local charity offered to sponsor my further education. My mother's health gradually improved, and my brother's case was taken up by a passionate lawyer determined to prove his innocence. With newfound hope, I pursued my dream of becoming a principal. I continued to teach with passion and dedication, instilling in my students the belief that they could achieve anything they set their minds to. My classroom became a beacon of hope and inspiration, a place where dreams were nurtured and possibilities were endless. The twists kept coming. Just as things seemed to be settling down, my mother revealed a secret she had kept for years. My father had left us a hidden inheritance, a small piece of land in the countryside. It wasn't much, but it was a fresh start. We sold the land and used the money to pay off debts and secure my brother's legal fees. Years later, I stood on the stage, receiving an award for my contributions to education. As I looked out at the faces of my former students, now successful adults, I felt a deep sense of fulfillment. The journey had been arduous, filled with heartbreak and challenges, but it had also been incredibly rewarding. My story became a testament to the power of resilience, love, and the indomitable human spirit. I had faced the darkest of times and emerged stronger, ready to light the way for others. My heart, though scarred, was filled with gratitude and joy, knowing that I had made a difference in the world. As I accepted my award, I whispered a silent thank you to my father, my mother, and all those who had believed in me. I had come full circle, from despair to triumph, and my story was far from over. It was a new beginning, filled with endless possibilities and the promise of a brighter tomorrow.